Hi everyone, I'm Hoodie Angel Brandon here today with another Abyssal Mythic Hero battle clear. Today we are taking down the Enigma Bramimond, who is a really cool hero. I like the way they implemented him a lot. He has this golden headpiece which makes your hero look like they got hit in the head with a shuriken, which is fun stuff. Not sure who I want to put that on, but we're going to get it. And this map was a bit of a pain. I'd say it was one of the harder maps as of the last few months. Probably the hardest one in 3 or 4 months, maybe. Gave me some difficulty. Mostly, all these units have, I think they upped the stat inflation, so they're hitting some bonkers levels of stats. Bramimond is over here with a lull skill. And his own skill also is negating drives and spurs, so I had to get creative with my C slots since things like drives and close guard are my usual go-to option in the C slot, but I managed to make it work. Used the terrain to our advantage, kind of funneled everyone down and made our way up to this top corner, as you'll see, and we just managed to figure it out, and I'm excited to show you guys. So as always, leading the charge we have our boy Byleth, rocking that Gale Force set that I love so much. I was playing around with some other stuff. I was trying to do a more tanky Aether setup, but it just wasn't working. I was getting overwhelmed by reinforcements. Gale Force is just so good for clearing out units fast, and again, close call, which I was kind of on the fence about. I was like, I'd kind of rather have Repel, but close call has just been amazing. The movement it provides has been just incredible. And also Pulse Smoke is really key on this map because Byleth has to kind of stall a guy out for a while, and I tried running something else on his C slot, and he ended up just getting the guy's special charged eventually and killed him. Or didn't kill him, but it chipped us down enough that someone else killed us. So Pulse Smoke actually very key for this map, but everything else is kind of standard. Next up, our boy Corrin, running a pure offensive setup with double Swift Sparrow. Still kind of weird that we can have double Swift Sparrow now, but guard to prevent specials from charging. Though I don't think it actually really matters. But when I was testing, there was a guy who was killing us because of special charge too fast. Death Smoke softens up enemies and isn't reliant on, or isn't negated by Bramimond's effect, and Aether gives him some sustain. Best Daughter Morgan, running her new offense-oriented setup, had pretty much just her standard setup for that, although Aether gives her some sustain so that she can keep in range of Lancebreaker, which is necessary because there's one really, really tanky Lance fighter that we have to be able to kind of clear out of the way, otherwise he blocks things and we can't get to take down Bramimond in time. But other than that, just kind of offensive stuff. Joint Hone Speed is very useful on this map to just help Byleth compete with this stat inflation. And then finally, our big sister. I always complain about how her build is kind of always the same one. It's kind of boring. It's just yeah, it's her axe and she's playing support. Well, now she's running something a little more unique. As you notice, she ditched her axe completely. She's running her standard Brave Axe. And I was stumped on this map and I was trying to figure it out, and I was like, what if I just dropped her axe and I took a Brave Axe and I attacked Bramimond 4 times and guaranteed that her special went off? Would that do the trick? And what do you know, it does. So we actually gimped ourselves to win the map. And the other funny thing is, it actually, because it's got such low might, it actually puts her attack below the activation threshold for his tome. She does not hit the 50 attack requirement, which is hilarious and sad. Her launch day stats were not great, but we're making it work here. Iceberg works off of her very nice 39 res. Wings of Mercy and Aerobatics both help her move around the map, because Aerobatics is necessary because with Corrin kind of healing himself up every now and then with Aether, Wings of Mercy is not quite consistent. But we do need Wings of Mercy for some parts, so Aerobatics helps patch that blind spot, and then Attack Tactic gives everyone else a little more oomph. So yeah, that's that. There's the very funny Camilla build, and with that, I think we're ready to dive in. All right, let's go team, go team, go. And here he is, Bramimond himself. We are going to get to you eventually, but for starters, we're gonna swap Camilla or Morgan and Byleth, and it looks like the first move is to just come down and start hacking at this Axe Knight. Wrong. We're gonna have Morgan toss Byleth over the river, and he's gonna go clear out this cleric first, charge up his Gale Force, and repel bounce or close call bounces him backwards so that Camilla can move over and toss him back across the river. And now he's gonna come and attack this Axe Knight, do some damage. Can't quite kill him, but he's gonna bounce back once more, and now he's in range to take the Axe Knight's attack next turn. And we're gonna bring Corin down over here, keeping him glued to Morgan so that he's getting that joint hone speed boost. Axe Knight attacks into Byleth, deals some damage, but we take him down on the counterattack. And next we're going to have Camilla toss Byleth back across the river. He must be getting dizzy at this point, but we're going to have him come and attack this Bow Cavalier. We can attack the Thief now, but Corin will actually have, he will not take enough damage if we do that. We need to attack into this Thief and get debuffed by Death Smoke. Actually, I think that was remedied by Acrobatics now that I think about it. But I was having an issue where I needed specifically to take extra damage, so I needed to activate that Bow Cavalier's Death Smoke. But I think actually now that I have Acrobatics, it's that's not an issue anymore. But we're going to take out that Thief anyway. Byleth's going to come and finish off the Bow Cavalier. The single chop. Slide back, and now we're going to have Morgan toss Camilla up so that her attack tactic triggers on Corin next turn. So now we are good to go. We're going to have Byleth toss Corin down, and Camilla's going to bounce over with either Wings of Mercy or Acrobatics. I guess in this case both are activating. Toss Corin once again, and now he can come over and take out this Lance Flyer. Charge up his Aether in the process, so that's good to go. Take some chip damage from Candle Wax Bow. And now we're going to just send Morgan over to finish off the Sword Fighter. Real quick, fire her railgun at him. Wipe him out. Take some chip damage from Fury 4, but that's okay. Axe Fighter attacks into Byleth. And this guy is surprisingly tanky. He's got a lot of HP. He's a big ol' HP sponge. He pushes us away. That was very rude. Please don't push me, sir. I'm gonna bring him back up, but we don't want to actually attack into him. We're just gonna take a lot of damage that way because we will trigger his bonfire. So instead, we're just gonna have Byleth sit here and wait. We're gonna bring Corin up. We cannot kill the Sword Dragon, so just gonna put him there. Camilla's gonna bring him up to clear space for Morgan to come down and take out the Sword Dragon, like so. Shoot him. And now we're also in range to bait out this Red Mage. But first the Axe Fighter will attack into Byleth. His special is charged, but we survived the hit, and then we turn his special off anyway with Pulse Smoke. Pulse Smoke slowing down his special is very helpful. The Red Mage attacks into Morgan, triggers our Aether. We cannot quite get the kill though, but we did heal up off of that. And now we're just going to have Morgan finish the job. Take him out. One more railgun to the face. Goodbye, Red Mage. And now Byleth can finish off the Axe Fighter, doing just enough damage to avoid having to eat that bonfire. And Byleth is going to move up one space, and Corin will come and take out the blue Fafnir, heal himself up in the process with his Aether. And bam! Goodbye, sir. Or ma'am, I think, actually. But, and we're just going to bring Camilla over to this square over here with Acrobatics. This is where we needed it, that Wings of Mercy was just not quite doing it for us. But now Morgan's going to come up, start hacking at this Lance Knight, charge her special up, because I think we were just in range of Lancebreaker, so we were able to attack twice and bypass Wary Fighter. Next, we're going to bring the boys up and have Camilla get Morgan out of the way of Bramimond, who would have come and taken her out had we not done so. But now Morgan can finish the job on this Lance Knight. I think we chipped him down just enough that we can actually double naturally without needing to worry about Lancebreaker. So take out that axe, or that Lance Fighter, have Morgan once again pull Morgan out of the way, and now we're just going to move the boys down one space each. And here we go. We're going to bring Corrin over and attack this blue thief. Bam. And that spreads Death Smoke onto Bramimond and the green Manakete. So Byleth can come over, swing at him, take some damage, but we get the kill. Charged up our Gale Force, and now we're going to have Camilla come over and swing at him. Here we go. Chop, 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 and Iceberg for the finish. Bam, 26 damage. And that puts him down far enough that Morgan can take him out. Here comes our mighty Railgun, powered up by Aether. Only does 40 damage still, but that's enough to take him out. And Byleth can finish off the blue thief that our boy Corrin weakened. And with that, the stage has been cleared. And we get this golden headpiece. So with that, another Abyssal Mythic hero has been felled by the Angel Army. And this was an interesting one. It was a bit more challenging than the others lately, and I thought it was very interesting having Camilla come in with the Brave Axe. Now I'm gonna kind of imagine that this is her true power, her true potential right here, and her namesake weapon is actually just like one of those weighted training weapons that you like in a shonen anime. She basically just dropped the weights and like revealed her true power and just went ham on Bramimond, and it was hilarious. Very funny to me. But I just thought it was I hope that was a interesting clear seeing that kind of shows that sometimes, you know, even if you've got a good pref, sometimes it's not always optimal. With that said, Byleth's pref's too good. This is never not going to be optimal. Like, look at that. Look at that wall of text. That is optimal as heck. But anyway, thank you as always so much for watching. And hopefully this clear was enjoyable for you. Until next time, this is Hoodie Angel Brandon and the Angel Army, signing out.